very much for your support. And if you'd all like to sit down, we've got a little short ceremony to perform before we start. Okay?
Before we all enjoy tonight's annual celebratory Vendange dinner, I bid you welcome to a brief ceremony recognising the conclusion of the harvesting, the Vendange, of this year's Muscadet grapes. Please give your attention to the bailli, Chevalier Paul Frizel.
Thank you. Maître des cérémonies, has the Vendange completed?
It has, Monsieur the bailli.
Ah. Well, let the harvest be presented.
A bumper year, obviously.
We put a bit in the bottle beforehand.
From Morrison's this afternoon.
Et chansons, please make your report on this year's Vendange.
Monsieur Down? Bonsoir. I'll do the rest in English if that's all right. The French Wine Harvest 2024. An updated official forecast of the 2024 harvest predicts France will produce one of its smallest vintages of the past century, with volumes falling in all the main growing regions, including Burgundy, Bordeaux and the Loire Valley. The Loire Valley particularly hit hard by mildew and poor fruit set after an unusually wet start to the summer. Wine production is estimated to fall 18% to a mere 39.3 million hectolitres. France produced only 6 smaller vintages in the past 100 years, including 2021 and 2017 government data shows. This decline is due particularly to unfavourable weather conditions which have reduced production potentially in almost all wine-growing regions. The slump means France may lose its spot as the top world largest producer, with Spain's farm cooperatives expecting local volumes to climb to 39.7 million hectolitres in 2024. Disgraceful. Many vineyards across France were affected by dropping of flowers and young berries, as well as variation in grape size, both the consequence of humid, cool weather during flowering. Downy mildew affected most wine-growing areas, sometimes causing significant losses, while frost and hail also reduced volumes. The production estimate was revised downward in particular because of a better assessment of flowering results later in the growing regions, particularly Charente, which produces wine distilled into cognac, and where volumes are forecast to slump to 35%. I can personally verify this, as the cognac vines at the back of my French Charentaise house that has the Uni Blanc grape used in cognac was small and mildewed. I touched them, I squeezed them, they were horrible. They had rain throughout the spring and summer until the end of July, before the normal sunshine returned. Indeed, when we arrived, my neighbour's house opposite was flooded. Burgundy and Beaujolais will jointly produce 2.12 million hectolitres of wine, down 25% from a relatively big harvest last year, according to the forecast. Mildew hurt production, particularly in Burgundy, Côte d'Or region, while disease and hail caused significant losses in Beaujolais. Loire Valley volumes are estimated to fall 30% to 2.1 million hectolitres after grapevines there flowered in cold, humid conditions, with mildew and collure dripping the main culprits. In conclusion, a bad year for our friends in Valette and the surrounding towns and their Muscadet wines, which are likely to be fewer and the quality and the alcohol content lower.
Thank you. It's quite interesting, that, isn't it? But the French, they're very canny. If it's a bad year and there's mildew, they moan and groan and, you know. And then later in the year, when the production's just coming up, they say, well, you know, because there's not much about the quality, we'd be so much better. Anyway, we look forward to going to see our friends at the Golden Bottle, which will be shortly, and we shall see it for our own eyes.
We're at home, yes, and they'll force to taste the steward's crop, unfortunately.
Yes. Okay. What am I doing? Excuse me a minute. I'm ill prepared, as usual. Right. Might be able to see what I'm supposed to do to wind this thing up. Here we go. I'm not a well person at the moment, but I will improve. Ah, right, here we go. Bretvins, Dame de la Duchesse. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our brief ceremony. I wish you a most pleasant evening. Let the muscadet be enjoyed by one and all. Bois le vin, sois bon comme lui.